Hello. I'm your host, Chantel Dutel, and if this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back to That's for Girls. Am I ever going to say that normal? Is it always going to be a little flair, the dramatics? But oh my gosh, I looked at my channel. I was like, how long has it been since I've actually gotten in front of the camera? And it's been 5 months. So hello, and hello to all my new subscribers. Thank you. Today's video, what got me on here, I was like, I have to come on here and talk about the dumpster fire of that Alice in Wonderland doll release. I cannot, well, I can believe. As someone who has gone to many doll releases, many Disney pin events, Disney events. I've been to D23 Expo twice, Destination D. Destination D is honestly the most, it's because it's a smaller thing. I don't know how this year's is going to be, but it was the least chaotic. So, but I really did think that with 7,900, that everyone would be able to get Alice who wanted her, and then some, because we know at this point resellers are just they're like cockroaches. They're everywhere. I mean, you can't even get, I was trying to get on point. I have notes here, so I'm going to get back on topic, but I was trying to get, I'm an artist, so I wanted to try those they're like all the skin tones of the world from Crayola, and people were like, I couldn't find them online, and people were selling them for $20. It's like $4 for the pack. So let me get back on topic. I wanted to not so much focus, I am going to talk about previous releases because, when it first started, a lot of those early doll releases were 5,000. The first Snow White, the Rapunzel, the Tiana. I can't remember numbers off the top of my head. I'm not the greatest, but the numbers. Alice, the Red Queen, Lady Tremaine, and Mother Gothel was another one that was a smaller edition size, but no one was as small as the Red Queen and Alice. And they came out around the time of the Tim Burton, the first Alice in Wonderland. Honestly, the only live action Alice that matters, because that second one, Through the Looking Glass, it was awful. I don't even know why they made it. Well, yeah. But let's get back on track. I thought to myself, I was pleasantly surprised when Esmeralda and Cruella came out, because there was a lot of chatter because, we love to talk about the dolls and what's to come, even though a lot of times people think they're ugly, but they still miraculously sell out. But Cruella was LE 5400 and Esmeralda was 7,000. Now, when you go back to when the dolls started getting more popular, Ariel was LE 6,000, the first mermaid Ariel, but the highest one, I totally forgot that the wedding Rapunzel was LE 8,000. And for those of you that have been collecting since that time, it took a very long time for that doll to sell out. Times are different now. And Ariel sold out, within a good time frame. It didn't sit as long as Wedding Rapunzel or the Merida and her mom set. That one sat for a while. So, I was like, okay, since Disney stores are closing, maybe they are doing more to make sure that it's a smooth release. Well, that was not the case. But then I thought to myself, jitters, whatever. Alice is more popular than Cruella and Esmeralda. They are more of niche characters, even though, I love the characters. I have both of those dolls. Alice is extremely popular, and she's extremely popular worldwide. So I do kind of believe it's a few things. I believe that Disney Store fucked up somehow, some way. I honestly think that they sold too many in America or Europe. One of those oversold, and it's probably America because they went first, the US. And because it did not make sense that people, she popped up online like a few days ago, and people were able to order her and their orders were shipping right away. And then people who had gotten the pre-order, that's another thing they should have, because my previous video, you know, if you've seen it, I've talked about my thoughts on what I thought about the Alice doll and things like that. They should have said at that time, hey, this is a pre-order. But they didn't. You know, we didn't find out until the day of. So I hope that they don't do pre-orders again. They used to do pre-orders long ago in the early releases. The last dolls that I can think of off the top of my head that got pre-orders were the Beauty and the Beast dolls, Beast, Belle, and Gaston. So that's... So I'm really wondering, you know, they've said that people, the CMs have been calling people whose orders have been canceled, because a lot of the people who were getting canceled, it seemed to be the ones who did the pre-order at that initial, when did it come out, the 26th or the 27th, available for pre-order. So, and then I've just heard so much stuff. I'm not even gonna go over all of it. The purpose of this video is just my, you know, my opinion and what I think as a longtime collector. Okay, let's get back on track. Do I think it will get better? The optimist in me says yes, but the realistic side of me says no, simply because this is not new to them. If you look at the history of releases, they started upping the edition sizes, and then they also upped the price when Aurora came out. The blue and the pink. And then after that, it was the Frozen, the summer releases, like when Elsa has on her grieving, the funeral ensemble, and then summer Anna and Kristoff. And at that point, a lot of people were trying to buy them because, you know, it's one of those things they hear, oh my gosh, an Elsa doll is selling for $2,000. Yes, the first one. The one that came out that was like limited edition 1,500 or so. So what happens is people think that they're gonna get rich quick. So a lot of people bought those dolls that planned on selling them. And they did not, if I remember correctly, they didn't sell out right away. But after that, the edition sizes kind of went back down to the, you know, the normal rates that they were before. And then we get back to the Queen Anna and the Spirit Elsa. They are LE 8000. So another reason why I thought that the Alice doll would be here longer, not longer, but you know, not have this fiasco that has gone on, is because the Anna and Elsa dolls, they were showing up everywhere. They were at Disney parks, Disney stores, and they were there for long periods of time. And also a lot of the D23 merchandise for the Masquerade, they were popping up in like, some of them were here, honestly. I think it was Tiana was popping up here. In Times Square, the Times Square location, a lot of them were popping up, like Giselle, Tiana. So it really is strange, like how everything is handled. And I'm really wondering if when the dust settles, will there be more Alice's popping up? Because the dolls, they always pop back up. So that's like one of the things that I would really love if you're watching this and you're feeling like, I really wanted this doll, did I lose my chance? Give it some time. Let the dust settle. It's unfortunate people are bidding on, you know, eBay auctions. I wish people wouldn't, because it just, you know, it just entices people to come who aren't necessarily part of the community and just come to sell for profit. Unfortunately, I was at Target the other day and I saw two guys in there scanning all the toys, because I don't know if anyone else has been noticing, like even Playline stuff has been hard to find. And they were like looking at an app that tells them how much is being sold on Amazon, you know, your potential profits, yada, yada, yada. So they were really combing through like the clearance section, but also like the, what's really popular, the Marvel Legends, the Masters of the Universe stuff, a lot of that stuff they were combing through. And also, to go back to, do I think it will get better? This is where like the optimistic side of me comes from. Esmeralda would have normally been a lower edition. I consider her to kind of be like Mulan and Pocahontas. Pocahontas was 4,500 and Mulan was 5,500. So I do think that Disney Store is aware of the interest and the demand, and it's going to reflect in the dolls moving forward. Now, there have been rumors of dolls to come. Kita, the Beauty and the Beast anniversary. That's one that I would be very nervous about because Belle is extremely popular. She's one of the most popular princesses there are. And the designer series, I've seen rumors that it's going to be like Jasmine, Ariel, Pocahontas, Mulan, Aurora. If I'm forgetting anyone, I'm going to see if I can just pop up the picture and do it that way. But I want to thank you for joining me. You know, I'm almost to 150 subscribers. I know when you see channels, they have thousands and thousands of people, but I really want to thank everyone who subscribes to me. And, you know, I like seeing my little channel grow. When I started this, it's like, it takes a lot to get in front of the camera and put yourself out there and talk about something that is not, you know, always looked at with the kindness people, the kindest people. Like, people look at, especially, I'm non-binary, but people will be like, oh, you're a guy or whatever, like in dolls. But I really think it's cool that we have gotten to the point that there is a whole community of us, and it doesn't really make you feel like, you know, the weirdo oddball out kid that's like, that's for girls. You should not like that because that's for girls. That's where I got my name, my channel name. I changed it to, you shouldn't have that. That's for girls. And I really wish Disney Store would stop putting girls' toy on the darn box that comes. Like my Esmeralda's down there. It's like, girls' toy. Esmeralda. No, is it a collectible item? We look at that as art. That is a piece of art. It's a sculpture. Yes, you could play with it if you want to. But I'm going to end this, tell you to, when you paint with all the colors of the rainbow, because it is so much fun to just splash some color on you and just conquer the world. Also, if you want to find me on Instagram or TikTok, you can also find me on there at That's For Girls. I'll flash them across the screen. And with my TikTok, you know, I am an elder millennial, so I wasn't up to the TikTok phenomenon at first. But I'm actually liking it, and I really wanted to, I really did not want to just regurgitate stuff that I do on here and put it on TikTok. I'm having fun. You know, I go to the store, I'm always perusing the aisles, and when I see, sometimes I don't see enough to do a full shop with me video. And it's really nice to just, you know, I could put it up real quick, like, hey, like I found some really cool clearance finds today. I just popped it up on my TikTok, and we're good to go. So it's just another way to communicate, because the whole purpose of this channel, I would love to create a community and sound off in the comments. I want to know, what are your thoughts? How long you've been collecting? Did you get your Alice? Are you one of the people that got called back? And yeah. So until next time, my pretties, stay safe out there and take care.